Electricity consumers could soon be relieved of the power tariffs burden as the cost of power is expected to reduce by 2/3 of the current tariff. The government has appointed a 17-member inter-ministerial steering committee to implement a consumer tariff reduction from an average of 24 shillings per kilowatt hour to 16 shillings. The team will also streamline the limping Kenya Power Company and turn around the utility firm in 6 months. Samogina has more.
In a Gazette notice, the President extended the term of the Kenya Power Task Force. The 17-member team's mandate has been modified to include implementation of its recommendation in a report presented to the President. The new inclusion in the team is Energy Principal Secretary, retired Major General Gordon Kihalangwa, and Nzioka Waiter from the Presidential Delivery Unit. With Kenya Power in doldrums, the government declared the power company a special government project. The steering committee has the task of turning around the organization within 6 months, reporting directly to the President on progress. The first progress report expected before the 5th of December 2021. The committee's brief includes overseeing, coordinating and monitoring the implementation of the recommendation of its own report to the President. The priority being lowering the cost of power in the country that has been ballooning owing to skewed power supply contracts entered between Kenya Power and independent power producers. Already, government has suspended the purchase of power from all independent power producers, some of the agreements said to be opaque and a major contributing factor to the high cost of power. With the steering committee in place, Kenyans should expect the reduction in the cost of power within the first 4 months. This according to the task force projection. The task force equally recommended for the overhaul of Kenya Power to refit it into a proper commercial entity. And to demystify the shadowy power deals with independent power producers, KPLC has been tasked with conducting due diligence and contract management frameworks for such power procurement and monitoring. Despite the blueprint on transforming Kenya Power, insiders at the task force, now steering committee, remain skeptical. They claim the rot at Kenya Power cannot be overturned in 6 months as it runs deep. They described it as systemic rot that has seeped through the company's fabric for decades, too ingrained to be dealt with in few months. Nonetheless, last week, Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, in a meeting with the board and management of Kenya Power, indicated that government means business to unshackle the power company from the bondage of cartels that have not only run down the utility firm, but also subjected Kenyans to high cost of power. The meeting resolved that a multi-agency team comprising the DCI, Financial Reporting Center, Assets Recovery Authority, among other investigative agencies, move in at Steamer House to probe the alarming system losses, procurement practices, insider trading, conflict of interest, and suspect transactions involving Kenya Power staffers and suppliers. Samogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.